Greetings, my name is Cara. I'm the author of Workship, How to Use Your Work to Worship God. Welcome to this series of videos in which I present some of the key ideas of each chapter of the book. Right now we're going to look at the introduction. In the introduction I talk about the great divide that affects every single workplace Christian. It's often known as the sacred-secular divide. I actually blame the Greeks for this. It was Plato who actually said that the flesh is a very poor vessel to contain the wonder and the beauty of the soul. As Christians, we often are tempted to think this way as well. We tend to emphasize the spiritual. And in some ways we think God is only interested when we're reading our Bibles, or we're praying, or we're going to church, or we're evangelizing. In many ways, we don't think God is as interested in the work that we do, or what we eat, or our hobbies. But the biggest negation of this way of thinking is actually, well, it's Jesus. You see, Jesus was God clothed as flesh. He ate, he drank, he made friends, he slept, and for more than 2 decades, he actually did work rather than ministry, as we might call it. He worked as a carpenter builder. And then he went on to do other work, his nomadic work of teaching and healing, all the things that we read about in the Gospels as well. So Jesus has shown us that God is actually interested in all the parts of our lives. In fact, Paul says to the Corinthians, so whatever you do, whether you eat or drink, do it all to the glory of God. With our work, we basically have a choice. Do we do it for our own glory, or do we do it for the glory of God? Now, that doesn't mean we have to wear a t-shirt that says, I'm a Christian, just ask me how, when we go to work. It's much more about our whole attitude to work. When we go to work, do we go there to work for God? Do we go there to see how we can honour Him and serve others? Do we ask for His help in the workplace and the issues that we face? Do we pray while we're working? Do we look for opportunities to receive the gifts He gives us through our work as gifts from Him and thank Him? Do we act with gratitude towards all the opportunities that open up because we do have work? I wonder if you've ever thought about that sacred-secular split. Have you been tempted to think like that as well? Have you been tempted to think that God isn't interested in your work at all? Maybe that's something you can talk about with someone else.